Let's check out the new crosswalk going across Route 177 between the heads of the bike path.
Workout resumed.
So here I am, heading toward Unionville Center. Just gotten off at Depot Place. There's a roadway that runs behind the old railroad depot. You can see there's the rest of the trail over there, and that also ends at 177. I'm going to take the roadway here because I happen to know that the button for the beacons, flashing beacons, is at the end of this driveway. This is actually a long driveway. Alright, here I am. I want to cross the road to get to the other side where the trail is. There's the crosswalk to my left. Looks like I need to cross this lane of the road. Hopefully a car won't come down this hill turning into here without looking, or a car come this way and make a left-hand turn. So this is a little awkward. So I'm going to cross right here. I'm off my bike. One person through. Okay. Wave to the people who let me through. Here I am safely on the other side. And they put a nice wide sidewalk leading to the trail over there. The actual trailhead, as they call it, you can see right there. I'm walking toward it, it's across the street. Now a lot of people are asking, why didn't the crosswalk come out from this trail and lead right here? And to be honest, I don't know the truth. My guess is that the crosswalk needs to be a certain amount of feet from that intersection there, New Britain Ave and 177. Now that's just a guess, because common sense would tell you it would come right here. Now we have people who aren't even using the crosswalk still, and here's a good example. They're just going to cross again without the crosswalk, and this is going to cause chaos. As you can see, people are expecting them to use the crosswalk, and they're not. I don't know if they don't see it there, or if it's just too difficult to make that left out of there. I'm not exactly sure. But let's see what this cyclist does. I'm going to get out of the way. Okay, so as you can see, it really is much easier coming out of this trailhead, taking a right onto this sidewalk, and going up to the crosswalk. Much, much easier. As most people who I've seen this afternoon seem to be doing that. The problem seems to be across the street. Well, we didn't use the crosswalk, we just crossed. Okay, so that crosswalk, to me, has not solved a single issue here. And I think we'll just wait and see what happens here. This is a good example. So we still have people crossing Now, do they not know there's a signal here? Or do they just not want to go out of the way to go up there? Oh boy. So now I can see what a lot of you have been talking about in social media, how that has really not solved this problem of crossing right here to get to there. So in this little 5-minute snippet so far, we've seen walkers and cyclists either not realize there was a crossing here or not wanting to go out of the way to use it. Now I'll push the button. People have stopped already. Push the button. Yellow light is flashing. And thank you so much. There are the flashing beacons.
Workout resumed.
And you can either continue this way, down the long
Workout
driveway onto the trail, or I suppose I could have crossed right here to the sidewalk. I'm wondering if there's
Workout
going
resumed.
to be a crosswalk right here, which would make sense.
Workout
Also
pause.
wondering what these blue lines are. And I can continue down this way toward Avon. Comes another cyclist. And doing it the right way. Up to the crosswalk. So now if I'm coming from this direction, we'll call it coming from Plainville, we'll call it. Called it Avon before. Coming from Brickyard. And I want to cross to get over there, I have to make a left. So here, I have to cross over this long driveway, we'll call it, where I don't know if there's plans for a crosswalk
Workout resumed.
to be put in. So I have to either walk or ride, cross this lane, come over and push the button. And as you can hear, the yellow lights,
Workout pause.
they're flashing. And it's easy enough to make your way down and take a left just past that sign
Workout resumed.
onto the trail, heading toward
Workout pause.
Collinsville. A lot of you, I'm sure, are going to say, why is he always complaining? I'm not complaining, just pointing out the situation, wondering if this was the best way, under the circumstances, that it could have been done. And they're doing it with no problem at all. So. Of course, they look like they ride quite a bit. Now we have more cyclists coming down the trail. Kind of curious what they'll do. And we got cyclists who are just going to cross again. We have cyclists who are not using, these two have decided to use the crosswalk. Very good. You get either way. So some people are using the crosswalk and others are not. Which seems to create even more problems now, because in some cases you'll have traffic stopping here and then again stopping here or here or here. And here comes some more cyclists. Do they know there's a crosswalk? Not sure. And same situation. Crossing where there is no crosswalk. We are a cyclist. As I say, it's easier coming up this side to make it up to the crosswalk. I would say more people coming from the Collinsville end are using the crosswalk than coming from Red Oak Hill. The more I stand here and look at this crossing and watch people, and it's been a bit while longer than this video, the more I can understand its placement. Again, unless it's because it needs to be a certain distance away from that intersection. And if that's the closest it can be to that intersection, then I can understand it. If that's not the reason, well, Unionville, I think we have a problem. Let's say you're on your bike right now and you're trying to make a turn, coming up here and trying to get across the street to turn that, trying to get across that driveway to turn that button, push that button. What do you do then? That can get a little dangerous. Let's follow these two across this road. I do not trust turning traffic to see these cyclists. And very good job by the both of them. Although I wonder just how safe they are. Oh, and isn't that lovely? Right through the beacons. That's special. Nice job. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. And hopefully you will comment. I know you will. Hopefully we'll get some answers. Again, can't stress this enough. It could be that it needed to be a certain amount of feet away from that intersection. If that's not the case, and this is where they decided to put it because they thought it was the best place, all else being equal, well, that's just a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. But I'll hold judgment until we find out more. All right. Watch a couple more cyclists come through. Yep. This is Unionville a week ago. Nothing's changed with the crosswalk, except maybe traffic coming out of that trailhead. All right, folks, keep in touch.